Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, everybody. Level in Diecast, of course. Showcase time today. Yes, we do have a showcase. We're taking a look at some very ultra premium Hot Wheels from back in the day. This is their 100% line. Multi-piece parts, things usually open up, things like that. Way more intricate than Elite 64 or anything that they do nowadays. These were some very high-end stuff back in the day. You can get these relatively cheap. I've been looking for this particular California Customs Camaro for a very long time at a price that I'm willing to pay. So I finally got one that I'm okay with on the price. And then, of course, we're going to take a look at this box set. It does come with the Bugatti in the back and, of course, the Duesenberg here on the front. It does have your 100% Hot Wheels logo right there in the middle of the acrylic. Yes, this is an acrylic, integrated acrylic. Looking pretty good. They've done a bunch of these box sets, so many different sets. Nothing particular fancy right there. Just a little bit of text on there. If you want to see the text, you're more than welcome to pause and read that. Nothing particularly on the bottom of the box. That is what I paid for this particular one, is 20 bucks, which I think is perfectly reasonable for two ultra premium Hot Wheels. We'll get this chopped open. Get this slid out of there. There we go. Comes in just a regular window box. Throw that away. Never going to see that box ever again. And then it is wrapped in cardboard to protect it. Ooh. So we'll see if we can get the cardboard off of there. There we go. So there is, it looks like an auburn on that side. And then there is the 36 cord on this side. Sorry about the focus right there. Both of those are models that Hot Wheels did do, although those are not the two models included in the set, which is kind of an interesting look. But it looks okay nonetheless. This is what the acrylic is. They are just attached on the base. It says multi-piece vehicle from First Run Tool, it says. Nothing particularly fancy on the bottom. You see the models are screwed in. So the acrylic does just pop off. Basically just like RLCs. There is the model right there without the crazy acrylic glare on there. So when you want to get these off here, you just get yourself a little screwdriver, nothing particularly fancy. Get the screwdriver in there, and then we'll make quick work of this. Each model does get held in there with two screws. The screws more than likely probably go into man. And some of these screws, they just really torqued in there. Here we go. It's like real-time stuff here. So we'll get this out of there. There we go. We'll get that out for now. There we go. And the other one hopefully will be a little bit more cooperative. Oh, man. All right, hold on. All right, well, that's always fun. We did get the models off of the plinth here. There is the little mark in the back, or little deco picture, I guess you can say. That's probably the Concours or the Elegance or whatever they call that thing. I really like 30s era cars, though. I really like Art Deco style stuff as well. So we'll take a look at the, I think this one is the, ooh, I'm just going to be super careful with this. So I actually got these backwards. This one is the Bugatti. The other one is the Duesenberg. We'll get this off of here. I'm glad it's not a rubber band and it's actual like plastic piece. Just hopefully, yeah, it's pretty stuck on the. See, this is the problem that you have with this stuff, is it gets stuck to the model. You can see there's some residue on that hood. But that should clean up relatively easy, not that big a deal. The hood is metal, does have a little bit of silver print on there. It is painted underneath as well, which is very nice. There is the under hood section of our Bugatti. Looks pretty good. Looks like a V16 down in there. Very nice, crisp, very quality, very high quality. Nice wire wheels on there as well. Detail looks absolutely fantastic. Really like this one. It says, well, there's a plate on the back. I thought maybe it said style, but there's an actual plate on the back. Interesting print. Very interesting print, but there it is. Interior looks very, very good as well. You see the steering wheel looks very, very good as well. So get that to focus a little bit. I do apologize. There is your interior. There's a shifter down in there. Some details on the dashboard and stuff. A little bit of silver print, silver chrome print on the steering wheel. It doesn't have any other opening or functioning features. You know, the doors don't open or anything like that. Just the removable hood. And then there is your deets on the bottom. 1939 Bugatti Type 57C. Now, they did release one of these, at least one of these, in the oil cans that they did. It is a different color, though. So there is your deets on the front. There is that weird plate again with your Bugatti logo there, which without Bugatti printed on there, just because it's just too small. Set that guy right there. There is our Duesenberg. This thing is a boat of a car, which is fitting. Cars were very large and opulent back in the day. So see about getting this one off of there. I like to showcase this just a little bit so that everybody sees kind of the process of trying to get these off of there. Just a little bit of a residue on there. This one's not that bad. It was actually relatively straightforward, relatively easy. There is the model from the side. Those are prints. That's not actual wire wheels. That's print on a flat surface. But it is rubber wheels. And of course, it's kind of hard to see in there, but the center of the wheel is clear. So the wire wheels do have a little bit of transparency in there. It's not great, but I think it's good enough. It's fair enough. There is some plate details on the back. This thing is a very long, swoopy tail in the back. Nothing for the jump seat up here, nothing like that. Of course, more details in the interior. Looks pretty good. This one doesn't have any print on the dash, but it does have the steering wheel done up, which looks very, very nice. The hood is removable. Of course, it is a completely different engine in there. Could be straight 8 maybe, who knows. I'm not sure what is in the under the hood of this particular car. But it looks good. It does have a nice hood ornament on there as well. The hood ornament looks extremely good. Headlights look fantastic. They are lensed headlights. There are lenses in there. Very, very, very nice looking model. This is just ridiculously nice. This one was also released in the oil cans as a single model. So if you wanted just a single model, you could get that as well. It's in 2 different colors as well. At least 2 different colors. Might have been more than that. But just wanted to showcase on the other side the little details on the hood for the heat shield for the exhaust right there. And of course, just need to clean this up just a little bit. Take a look at our base deets. There is your base deets. It is our 32 Duesenberg SJ, made in China, 2002 Mattel. Give you an idea of just how old these are. 2002, 22 years ago. It's quite some time ago. So we'll get our acrylic, there we go, out of there. And we'll take a look at this Camaro now. I'm sure most people will be probably more interested in this. This is a very interesting packaging. See, it just has the Hot Wheels flame on the side. 2005 Mattel. They are in these tubes, which look pretty good. Hot Wheels flame on the back. This one does give you an idea of other models that they released. I do believe all of these models did eventually come out. Potentially, there might have been a couple of them that maybe didn't make it to production, but I'm fairly certain that most or all of these actually made it to production. So this one, I've never opened one of these, so I'm not exactly sure how this opens. So we're just going to go with the tape that's on there. I am not putting this back in the package. That is what I paid for it, which I think is a pretty reasonable package price for this item. The last time that I was going to buy this item, it was going for about $70, and I was just not going to pay $70. So glad I held out for a while. So let's see right here, some more tape on this side. Get these chopped out. There we go. It should open up. Again, I'm not keeping the package. I know a lot of people are going to yell at me for not keeping the package, but I really don't. I really don't care to keep the package. It really doesn't bother me. I just wanted to get this out of here so I can kind of showcase the way that this is supposed to work. So get those out of there. See, there is a couple of screws there. One screw on each side. Sorry about that. There's a screw on each side. Again, this is a showcase, so we're going to go through the whole process of getting this monstrosity out of this tube. This is like overkill packaging. But you got to remember, back then, Hot Wheels was a lot better at producing a lot of things that were aimed directly at adult collectors. I mean, these were specifically for adult collectors. Nowadays, you know, premiums, Elite 64s, all that stuff, it's for everybody and anybody. They don't, Hot Wheels doesn't really make anything that's adult collectors. You know, RLC is probably the closest that they get. So there is the details on the side. There we go. Just pops right out. This other side pops right out. There is a little tab that holds the plastic covering up. So we'll get the plastic covering off of there. That popped out. There we go. Should be one on that side. Popped up. There we go. And then there is tape on the bottom. Looks like, or it's sealed, one of the two. It's sealed on the bottom. So let me just pull the, there we go. Maybe, no, here we go. So there's a little tab right here. You push down on the tab. Oof. Wow. Throwing stuff everywhere. That little piece. The little piece I was trying to pull out broke off. So let's try this side. This side doesn't work, then we will just we'll just break it if it doesn't want to work. As a matter of fact, we'll just do it this way because at this point I don't particularly care. I do want to get it out of the, or I want to get it off of that little plinth piece. So hold on. All right, well, that was absolutely ridiculous. So I just ended up cutting off that plastic little piece that went around this because I just couldn't get this thing to pop out pretty much no matter what I did. So I wanted to at least show this off because it does have a little sticker on there that does say what it is. So 94 Camaro. There's mirrors on the side as well to just give it a nice little look to that. It is held on by the same, you know, screws that everything has been held on with. I can tell you that I'm happy to report that these screws are not torqued down to unbelievable, ridiculous levels. So we'll just get this screwed off of there. So we can take a look at the actual model, which is all we really care about. Packaging is meh, but we'll get the model off of there. Here we go. Now, I've been particularly looking for this model for quite some time for a number of reasons. I have almost every single version of the mainline they did, which is nowhere near the complexity of this casting. Now, this does have a rubber band on there. I am very, very, very worried about this rubber band. It's got to come off, though, at some point here. It is not stuck on the bottom, so I'm happy about that. So, we need to be extremely gentle right here and just cut the rubber band. Here we go. Get that to cooperate. So we'll get this off of there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, come on. Don't ruin it. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's inevitable. I mean, it really is inevitable. This side's good, so I guess I'll have to display it from this side. But that is inevitable. That is the worst part about those rubber bands. I tell everybody to take them off no matter what. If there's a model that you can open and put it back in the package, always take those rubber bands off because it's just going to eat into the paint at some point in time. That's just unfortunate. We did see the base right there. There is your base deets. Says 94 Camaro used under license. It is all just a metal base. Of course, Real Rider tires looks very, very good. White ones in the back, big old fatties. And then red ones in the front. They both have chrome rings on there. So we'll get this hood off of here. Believe it just slides forward. All right. This model has been a little bit more of a pain in my butt than I thought, but I think it's totally worth it because this looks really, really nice as I drop the hood. No big deal. There is the details on the front. It's not quite as detailed as I thought it was going to be once the hood came off, but there is pretty good detail down in there. I mean, you can see where the headers come off. You got your intake manifolds are your valve covers on there. Looks pretty good. There's some pretty good detail underneath the windshield there too. There's a lot of detail to the inside of this. The netting right there looks pretty good in red. A lot of detail down inside there as well. I know it's really, really hard to see down in there, but there is quite a bit of detail to this. Of course, Jack Baldwin is the driver, of course. There is the details in the back. The model looks extremely good from the back. It says Hot Wheels on it. Z28, this is definitely... This might be my new favorite Hot Wheels. I'm not going to lie. I think this might be my new favorite Hot Wheels model. There is the hood, which looks absolutely fantastic. Looks really, really good. So the way it works is there's a little lip in the front that you hook in, and then these two little notches in the side here actually pop in right there and right there. So it's actually quite cumbersome to get it off of there. So you slide in the front right there, and then you just push down on the top, and you get it on there. And for as tight fit as this is, it doesn't even need the rubber band. They should have just left the rubber band off. And, you know, I wouldn't have ruined this little piece here, but it was already ruined before I opened it, so it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. But this model is absolutely fantastic. That's definitely my new favorite Hot Wheels model. Without a doubt, that thing is just ridiculously cool. It's so cool. Looks so good when it's rolling and everything. Just really, really nice. So there you go. Some 100% Hot Wheels. Totally different era than what we get nowadays. But this is back when Hot Wheels actually put a significant amount of money into making actual collectible cars. Nowadays, it's just so mass market that we'll never see anything multi-piece like these. Even Elite 64 is the closest we're going to get. But, I mean, Elite 64 is nothing like those. But drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know what you think about the 100% Hot Wheels. And I want to know what you guys think about this. Because, like I said, I think that's my new favorite Hot Wheels, like, of all time. That particular casting is really, really nice. And I don't think they've ever used that casting ever again. I think it was a one done, which is unfortunate. So drop a comment and let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. Level and Diecast. Subscribe. Come back. Diecast all the time. Peace.